People out, I think she's fine.
I guess we should start now. So, first, thank you all for coming. How many of you guys are here for the first time? Because I haven't recorded. Okay. So, this is the Hiroshima building. It was erected in the early 1970s. 1979. Never mind. We have some authority here. So, there are a lot of important people who have been associated with this organization that built this building. Let me start with our guests here, and they're all our speakers, and they're all we have a current president of the Hiroshima Kenjinkai, and that's Mr. Takami Igawa on my right, your left here, and then in the middle right here is Tsukasa Mukai. He's the former president of this organization. And then we have Hajime Mukai. He's also a former president of the organization. Just a little background on the building here. All of these pictures that you see up on the wall here, and probably missing some, are like the former presidents of, this is the Fujinkai, which is sort of like, how would you say this, Charles? Like the ladies or the independent part of
It's like women's auxiliary.
a women's auxiliary, okay. And then in the back over there are the presidents of the, or the past presidents of the Hiroshima Kenjinkai. So this organization has been around for over 100 years, and it's still ticking along. And just a couple of simple things. Also, the men's bathroom is over there, and the women's bathroom is over here. And so feel free to be comfortable while you're here. My name is Ken Mukai, and I'm part of Hiroken, which is sort of like a subgroup of Hiroshima Kenjinkai. And we've only been around since 2005, and we have some of the members that you see standing around are members of Hiroken. And this year, we do some simple activities throughout the year. And I've seen some of you guys come to our activities that are associated. We try to make them relevant to some Japanese culture, as well as things that we sort of younger generation might want to get involved with. So this year we decided to try something new, which is take a trip to Japan, and we've called it the Japan Culture and Heritage Program. And 8 of us are going to be going, and we're going to focus our trip on Hiroshima, and we depart on July 18th, and we'll be in Hiroshima for about 6 days. And we're working with the government in Hiroshima. They're helping us put some aspects of the itinerary together. And since many of us have, or some of us have roots in Hiroshima, we decided to try to, go a little bit beyond the touristy kind of things. So, for example, we thought of, like these two people this is my uncle and this is my dad, and they were there when the atomic bomb, was dropped on Hiroshima, and I thought maybe it might be nice to find out a little bit about what that was like before we go, and then actually go to the actual location where they were at while we're on our trip over there to find out what it was really like. Because my uncle has decided to come with us on our trip, and so he's offered to give us a little tour of the location and tell us more about the story when we get over there. So, am I forgetting anything? Just real quick, this is my wife Masako, and that's Audrey in the back. We have Junya, we have Kim, we have Mark, and we have Henry. So feel free to talk to any of us. We're always welcoming new people. Like like the Townsends, I just met you guys, and, you know, come and join us for future activities. And so, I think that's all I need to do for introductions. I wanna ask, Mr. Igawa to, well, I have to introduce one more person, I just remembered. We have, Dr. Igawa, who's sitting right over here. He's the executive director of Hiroshima Kenjinkai, right now, so. And then, just while we're at it, we have Tak Sorita, he's also a member of Hiroshima Kenjinkai, right? And why are you doing that?
No, I'm just.
Oh, okay.
Nancy's okay.
Might as well introduce Nancy, everybody knows Nancy Kikuchi.
Hi.
Yeah, so, okay. So, oh, and just so that you understand the logistics of how this is gonna work, we decided, because we're not a rich organization, that we're gonna do this very casually. And you've also noticed that we have a video camera rolling. I hope that's all okay with you. If you're not okay with that, please let me know now so that, you know, we can make, okay, so everybody's like fantastic. The format of this, we're gonna try to do just sort of a Q&A. And so I want to encourage all of you, if you have something that you would like to ask, please ask it. But again, since we're, you know, we don't have much of a budget to work with, I'm your translator, and I'm not all that good, okay? So if you wanna jump in, please, by all means, just jump in, give me a hand if you see me struggling, you know, because I know a lot of you guys could do better than me. Anyway, I'd like to ask Mr. Igawa to tell us a little bit about Hiroshima Kenjinkai. So, Igawa-san.
This is Takami Igawa. Now is Hiroshima Kenjinkai president. So anyway, atomic bomb was happened about 1945 and August 6th. Then 8:20 in the morning. So just about that time I was 10 years old. Then I got just standing in a school, then reading the book. Then after the blow out atomic bomb. And about 30. 40 seconds after it come over the pressure, brought the pressure, and also happened at the noise. Just like it happened in my ear side is broken the balloon, just like a chain, like that. Then the building is shaking, and the north side of the building is broken the window. Then we are standing up, table and chair, all lay down. Just I'm stand up, and what happened? Just like that. Then later, 5 minutes later, they come over that teacher is hey, you guys is hiding there on the table. Then everybody getting. Table underneath. Then we waited about 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and then nothing to do. Everybody just hiding in the table. Then we are looked to the Hiroshima city on the sky, and it just come up that the cloud is black cloud is coming up. Then school, teacher said, hey, you guys go home. And I got back to home. That time it happened. My grade is fourth grade. So that's what I remember I tell you right now. That happened.
How far was your school from the?
About 5 miles from my school.
I thought I put maps of Japan, of Hiroshima, and of Los Angeles to give you an idea of the perspective here. So,
Small island. My school place is small island. Nomijima. That's the name. So right now it's name is Etajima, city of Etajima.
皆さん、ユナイタ島、ジャパンのネイビーの戦艦ヤマト、メイクはヤマトはエタ島への船、
so Etajima
エ
is
タ
where,
島にネイビーのスクールがあった。海軍兵学校。
what's Kaigun Heigaku?
だから
Naval Academy. Naval Academy.
Training
Yeah,
center.
Naval Academy.
So, Hajime-san
はい。皆さん、こんにちは。
こんにちは。
私はイングリッシュで喋ったらいいんじゃがね、ヤスタで言うとね、この人がヤスタでわからん。イエスでこう言う。だからイングリッシュは皆さんにわからんからジャパニーズで喋ります。
So he's going to speak in Japanese because of his
あん
pronunciation.
皆さん、戦争が始まった年は何年か知っておりますか？What year start?
41.
Second war.
39?
Yeah.
はい。
1939?
1939.
46.
46.
46.
わかんない。No, no. 45.
Yeah.
46.
46 started. It ended at 40.
41のデセンバー。アメリカ国費だったらない。
December 8th
ジャパンは8。
on Sunday.
Difference.
That, you know, attack to the Pearl Harbor. That then started
Well,
that war.
それからそれまではねスタートして41、51じゃない41か、41、42、43まではジャパンが強かった。ジャパンがね。
So until 1943, the Japanese side was
それでフィリピン、
winning.
あこの東南アジア、今のカンボジア、ミャンマー、これは全部ジャパンが取ってフレンチが全部逃げてしもうた、イングランドも逃げてしもうた、
So
兵隊がね。
Japan was making progress into Southeast Asia.
それからそれでジャパンはその時には台湾、今のコリア、それで中国からチャイナの満州、あれがジャパンの植民地だったのよ、当時は。植民地だったのに。
The Japanese were making progress
So,
into Taiwan,
Japanese,
Korea, and Manchuria.
それでそのジャパンがどうしてああいうどこ行くかやったらジャパンよく見たら分かるようなスモールアイランド、オイルが出んな、何にもないんだ。
So one of the concerns was, one of the reasons for the imperialism was because of the lack of oil.
それまではね、輸入しよったりが輸入がスタップしもうた、今のシリアと同じ状態、今のシリアと
So
イラク、
up until the war started, Japan was importing their oil, but then after the war started, there was no more imports, and it's very similar to the situation in Syria today
それでジャパンが今度
with the embargoes.
あちこち攻めていったわけ。その当時はまだ日本はジャパンはどうていうか軍事力があったわけ。シップも大きなのがあったしね、大和もあるし、武蔵があるし、赤城とか空母も空母とかあれもいっぱい。
aircraft.
So
Aircraft.
back in those days, Japan was a very powerful military power.
パワーがあった。それから18じゃない昭和18年だから
43.
43.
Yeah, 43.
ミッドウェーとこ知っとる皆さん。ミッドウェー、ハワイのウエストはハワイ。あこへジャパンが攻めていった連合艦隊。
So in 1943, the Japanese went after the Midway Islands, which are more west of the Hawaiian Islands.
それでジャパンのこのパワーが全部やられてしまう。
And that was the turning point of the war because the Japanese were taken out by the Allied forces.
それから今度アメリカの飛行機がアメリカのエアプレーンがガム島とかサイパン島アコラを占領して日本へ爆弾を落としだったんだんどん 銃弾爆撃だから
So the Americans took advantage of the Guam and Saipan Islands and made those military bases to take off for bombing missions.
それで東京が3月の10日じゃったので広島も呉とか岩国あちこちが日本は全部新潟までやられた大阪も
And various locations in Japan were bombed as a result, including Tokyo.
大阪名古屋ほとんどビッグシティは全部
So all various large cities were bombed.
皆さん B29 って知っとるじゃん B29 エンジンが4あってビッグワン
Are you familiar with the B-29
あれが
bombers?
300、300と400飛んでく
There
る
were 300 or 400 would fly in at one time.
それで私はちょうど10歳じゃって
And when I was 10 years old,
高校小学校行ったら広島市ここに原爆が落ちたここがあと
so he's pointing to the place where the atomic bomb was dropped. And this is that southwest. Just just in case you don't know, we're talking about this location of Japan right here. Okay, so that translates to, you can see it's a little more expanded there, and Hiroshima is right in here, and this is like the close-up of that area.
でその時に私は小学校の4年生じゃった
So he was in the
でその
4th
時
grade.
は広島シティにおった子供は全部集団そこやって田舎全部山の中ここらへそこへ言うたら
What's the Shudan Soka?
学校の生徒は全部
So the elementary school children were evacuated to more rural areas of Japan, of Hiroshima. Sorry.
私が行ったのはこの小原いとこがあるんだここから入ってここら行ったわけ小原はこのニュースか小原はここへ
So then he's pointing to the location that he was located at. And that's where he went.
でそこのねこの西本が言うたら寺へ入って行った時はものすごい食べたんだからごちそう出してくれたお茶がここに言うからタップの犬ぐらいしかくれんわけ
So,
まさかの犬ぐらい
so, ちょっと待ってよ。寺に行って
寺の前の日本がねあこれみんなが集団で子供が入る
入ってけどこれぐらいしか壊して
着いた日はものすごい出たわけごちそうが
So on the first day that he was evacuated, he ended up going to a temple-like place like the Nishionganji temple over here, and they fed them really well on that first day, but after that, they fed them very small portions.
どうつらいことだっけ
Just about this much.
腹が減って塩分であこらの畑のものを全部食べた
So because there was such little food, he would actually go into the fields and actually go eat stuff from the fields.
それでその時に一番好きな仕事は学校はまあ朝行って昼頃帰ってきよった一番好きなのはここらへ行ってよその普通の家の風呂を貸してもらうわけ風呂
So his favorite thing to do during that time was to go and visit other people's bathtubs.
あれ道家の
He would go to 4 different places.
その時に一番好きなのが風呂炊き今のギャスがない
To actually heat the, use, I guess, wood to build a fire under these bathtubs.
そこらに池がよくあるわけ池のほらカエルパチンと叩いてそれで持って帰って風呂で焼いて食べる
So there were a lot of ponds around, and there would be frogs. And what he would do is he'd catch the frogs, he'd kill the frogs, take them to the bath, and cook them and eat them. 煮たの？あれ焼いたの？No, he barbecued the frogs. So he put a bamboo stick and he would skewer it.
毎晩風呂行って皮膚で皆さん皮膚だけ食べてポーッと吹い
So
て
he would use a bamboo to blow air into the fire to get the fire burning better.
それでねその時に日本にはこの服がなかった 戦争でど
So
ん
there
どん
was
どんどん
very little
ガ
clothing.
ソリンがオイルは全部ない。ほいで私はね、ちょう
There's
どその
no
時
fuel.
このパンへ服を作るんじゃなくて構造を見て水またいて木があるわけ。それの皮をこうへそれが
Tree bark.
Oh, tree bark.
服になるわけ。兵隊の服になる言うて池へ行っちゃその水ダーッとつけたやつをあげてみんなが剥ぐ。これが仕事じゃった小学校の時。
木の皮
ちょっと待って、木の皮を使って服
それで今は紙を作るのよ。
あの当時
Elementary school children were given the chore of taking the bark off the tree called mitsumata. That's what it's saying.
And that would turn into
That was
They
clothing?
would
that was
soak it
his
in
job.
water.
Wow.
And then they would
Yeah.
split it to make fiber.
それでそれで今度は全身かぶれたわけよ。全部かぶれた。そのやっ
He
ぱり
had an allergic reaction to the water,
Yeah.
poison
Yeah,
water.
skin reaction.
Like a poison water.
Oh, so there was, you're familiar with poison oak maybe, but there was like a reaction that he had to the
Yeah.
plant that was like poison oak.
それでちょうどうちの親父が
Just like that.
兵隊で九州の唐津いとこ
So my,
Saga-
his father was
Saga-
佐賀県ね。
in Saga Prefecture.
そこへ連れに来てくれって手紙書い
So
て
he wrote a letter saying, get me out of this place.
その時は
His
ね
father.
学校の先生にその手紙を見せて読んで出さなきゃいけんか
So back in those days, the teacher had to read any letter that you had written just to make
今
sure it
今
was
の
right.
ノースコリアンと
So similar to what North Koreans experience today.
ほんだら親父がね悪の日の晩に連れに来
And
て
the next day, his father came
う
to
ち
pick
の
him
親父
up.
陸軍大尉だったのよ大尉だら少尉中尉大
Army
尉
captain.
So
Captain,
he was,
captain.
okay, so
Navy
his
か
father was an army captain.
陸軍か。
陸軍ほいでそこの唐津いとこ1ヶ月おったんや
So he was in Karatsu for 1 month
ほいで今度は、
with,
のもの兵隊と一緒に
with all of the military.
兵隊が用意してくれたよわしの大事
And the
の
military people were very kind to him.
ほいで毎日佐賀県でビワがよくやってビワもぎに行きよった
So there's a fruit called the biwa, and he would,
ラクワ、ラクワ、
loquats,
うん
and they would go pick them.
それから広島へ帰って大高小学校行った
After that, he went back to Hiroshima and he started attending Oko Elementary. This is in the city again, so we're back in here.
その時はねもう夏休みがなかったどうしてか言ったら毎日学校行ったら空襲警報でうーってすぐまた家帰る
Okay, so there was no summer vacation that year
Never.
because there was always a bombing alert sound and people would always have to go scramble.
学校行ったらすぐ帰るわ
So you'd always
これ
have
で
to,
警戒警報解除行ったらまた学校行くそしたらまた空襲警報だからビール塾がザーッとこうビートはねないんだ飛行機も入ってザーッとそれみんなこうやって見よった
so the B-29s would fly by and they would, many times they would actually watch them fly overhead.
それでまあ8月の6日じゃがね6日
So on the 6th of August,
朝学校行ったら空襲警報な
so when they went to school that morning, there was another
Air raid
air
siren.
raid siren.
これでまたすぐ学校行ってまたちょうど8時
So then he went back to school
その時の空襲警報がなかったの
and there was no siren, no air raid siren.
ほいでその教室でうちの弟も一緒におって10人ぐらいおったの
So he was with my father
あ
at the time.
ほいで
And there were about 25 people in this room.
ちょうど高等会って当時はね小学校6年ほいで高等1年高等2年までいや中学みたいなの今の
何年生から？
だから私が4年生
Post elementary for 2 years, 7th and 8th grade.
小学校が
Okay, so it was sort of
8
like
年生
the
まで
middle school
8年生まで
that we have over here. Is the age level of the kids that were together.
あの頃ね、プライマリースクールですよ。
8年生までだったの。ほんで
あ
大体
スクールネーム
6年生卒業したら
国民学校
中学へ入る。
学校がね、名
だ
前が
から高校2年で終わる人もおったの。あっから今度は兵隊行ったり仕事行ったりし
So some people finish high school in their junior year, and then they would go off and do other things.
ほいで、まあ弟もおったんだが、ちょうど廊下、わしら大きな学校やったんだからの、教室でもこっちが何番あったかな、上下2階で8つぐらいあったの。ほいで16、こっちが4つあって、
So it was a relatively large
それ
elementary
で
school
20ぐらい。
何が
小学校は
20 classes.
with 20 classes. だから何人ぐらい
20年もなかった。
20人ぐらい。
各クラスに
の一つのクラスしかなかったわ。全部集団そこへ行っとるんおるし、円弧そこへ行っとるんおるし。ほんで小学
全
校、
校で20人しか
No,
ない。
he's describing on that day.
いや
That
あ
day.
の日だけでしょ。
あの
No, 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 no. ね、とにかく東京空襲1945の3月頃から全部疎開へ行ったわけよ
全部そこへ。行った。わしもそこへ行ったんだから。
私らが残ったわけよ。
どうして書いたらこれ小学校の1年2年は行かんでもよかった。親の兵でおらんやんかった。
So this large school could accommodate lots of students, but there were only 20 at the time because again, most were just they had gone to these rural areas, but they were still at the school.
それで7、8、9、10、12までいや、8。
Oh, so the age level of the
Well,
students who were
7,
remaining
8,
there
or
from
9.
7 to
10ちょうど10で6年だけど、
so.
11, 12ぐらい。
12で6
11
年。
歳ぐらい。
それが全部。
So
それでそれまでは全部集団そこやった。それから1、それから7、8が残ったわけやな。6、7、
so only the 6 and 7-year-olds,
親の家でおらん。
8まで残ったの。
6 to 8-year-olds were there.
間違い
8まで
でもはじめさんはどうして
の。わしは10じゃった。
の疎開から具合が悪くなって
帰ったんだ。
Oh, so the reason why he was back, because he was supposed to be in the boondocks, but he, あれに当たって。
かぶれて。全部、これも全部。
So the reason why he was back is because of that incident. Right?
それ
So,
も全部。おじゃき色が白いじゃろ。
that's why he says his color is white.
シワがない。
Hey.
シワがいっぱい。それから、まあ、小学校におって、高等科の生徒が廊下へおった。ちょうどあの時は2階でも2階全然使わんかった。どうしてか言ったら、逃げるときに大事だった。
So it was a 2-story building, but nobody was on the second floor for the fear of not having enough time to
全部下
evacuate. So everybody was on the bottom floor.
で高等科の生徒が最初はババーッと光った時にファイアウォークやったんや思うた。ババーッと来るの光る。
Oh, so when the initial bomb went off, he thought that there were like fireworks that went off,
それでそれから真っ暗になった。全然見えん。
and then it became pitch black.
それはどうしてかやったら埃じゃろう今考える。爆風よ。
And in hindsight, he thinks it's probably because of the dust that had covered the sunlight.
それで明るくなった時見たら窓のガラスが全部なかった。
So when the light came back, he could see that all the windows had been blown
そ
out.
れですぐ外へすぐ飛び出てね、ちょっと走ったところはうちの家帰ろう思って走った。
So he started running home.
ちょうど学校がね、ここにあったわけよ。まあこの字型でこう日本の学校ってこんな通路がこう。でわしらが窓の2階建てのここにおったブランド。
これ上から見たらでしょ？
のわしから見て、これも上から。
So this is the side view. So those are the windows that he's drawing,
これ飛び出た。
and that's how he jumped out.
これでこっち走ったらこれゲートがあるんだから門があってこれも全部
And the gate was gone.
これでこっからここを見たらね、ちょうどこういう格好じゃったよ。これがオレンジの色をして オレン
It
ジ
looked orange, the mushroom cloud.
ほんでここにねここでまあこれ広島市の地図があるここに兵器廠がある最初は兵器廠が爆発したんだ爆弾作る
So there was a bomb making facility, he thought maybe that may have blown up.
それが爆発したんだよほんでここへ出た時にここの浜いい家があったからこの山が中央に下暮れいいの
What's Shimogure?
下暮れ
all brother.
Oh, he was all
Yeah,
bloodied up.
Injured.
立ってたの？立ってたの？外に。
もうみんな飛び出て
みんな
血の
家から出てみんな血だらけ
So everybody's covered with blood.
Yeah, heavy injury.
Just one was ちょっと3.5キロだったんですよ。
のの
2.8キロだからワンマイルの半だの
So the location that they were at was about 1.5 miles
ほんでここがブランドや
from the center of the bomb.
これがブランドでのここに門があってここに大きな防空壕があってでここは防空壕だったらシェルターやのみんながすぐ
So those are, he's drawing bomb shelters.
入るこの下掘ってねこれで屋根をして土ほんでうちの家が前ハウスは低いやアバウトここは100メーターない
It's about 100 meters to his house
ア
there.
バウト
このグラウンドでも全部芋畑よ
いや
芋
芋作る
And so all of that area in between
Sweet
is
potato.
a sweet potato field.
Yeah.
ほいでこれから走って帰ったら家は中央に瓦も何にもなかった焼けんかったからよかった
倒れてたの？
どうのいや形あったが瓦がない天井がないそれから
瓦はない。
全部
Tile.
Roof tiles.
Oh, Kawara. Oh, okay. So there's no. Okay, so the house is still standing there, but there was no roof anymore.
ほんでちょうどうちの家にはうちのお母さんとおじいさんとうちの姉がおったよな姉がここら怪我してた
So his older sister and his grandma and grandpa were at the house.
まあここまではいいんじゃがねこれからが問題
Okay. Now he wants to tell you about like the serious stuff.
15
after.
本線うちにね広島市内からやけどをしたんがうちここらがやけとらんじゃろマイハウスはなくまあ
ここに山があるいうことを言って
ここに肘山いうのが
Okay, so the reason
だか
why
ら
they were so
肘山
close,
でまあ助かった
and you can't see it from the map, is that and when you could actually see it from some of those pictures in the back, but
Yeah, yeah. Look,
there are some hills in Hiroshima City, and this school was literally behind. It was so they had some protection because of that small hill.
それからがねこれみんながうちのここらこの疎開して助けてくれ
So people
水くれ水くれこれで全部これが手がこうなんとか
people started showing up at the school, all asking for help or asking for water, and their hands
それでこの皮がこれ全部ぶら下がった
and their
all
hands,
growing up
the
and
skin
yeah,
was
skins. Yeah.
皮がねこういうのぶらこの手でもこれも
And they came up that oil.
burned
Just
off or hanging.
Oil is coming up
dangling.
and flies come over. Then they put on the egg. Then they hatchery the egg from egg. Then the
伊賀さん、
ウォン
伊賀さん、日本語でもいいのよ。
worm.
これで
worm.
その時に
虫が。
虫のような。
いや虫がもう肺が来て
もう虫が入ってた
もう虫がもう
どんどんそれは肺が高っての卵も
卵が
あれはそれ一日ではないですよ。
今あるなあるな
5位に漏れた
夏だから。
もうカップの泡でな
Okay, so
兵
this
隊の
is
の
I don't know if the little kids want to hear this, but the flies were attacking them, and they were already within one day laying their eggs, and the maggots were already starting to come out off of these living
ほ
people.
んで兵隊がのこれが学校になって学校が病院になったんだから
So the military took the school over and made it into a hospital.
ほんでうちに来たやつ全部足がこれ連れてきおったわけ第8ぐる前の人の
どこに連れてきよったの？
病院に
Oh, so anybody who would show up in that
それが
area, he
それ
would.
がの20分ぐらいで兵隊が軍医が来たよ 兵隊の
原爆落ちてから。
落ちてからそのみんな助けるために。
Okay, so within 20 minutes of the actual bomb,
20 minutes.
the military people were already taking
だから
advantage of that.
ここらうちの来たのは全部これ連れてかね。
And so he was taking these patients who would show up to the hospital. He was どうやって運んでたの？
車でこうして
車、第8車に必ず家に
田舎
行ってや。
後ろやむしろに行っちゃ
Yeah,
う。
we will.
ござん
Like a wheelbarrow.
ここはなどんどん。それで人間がこう引っ張る。それで
もう死んでたの？
脳のいいと、これで死んだようになったの。それでまずここへ連れてっての、ここで降ろしたんです。そしたら空襲警報になった。その時に死んだようなんがこの防空壕を走るから。
またhow do you say that?
だから人間も死ぬ時にはああなっても生きたい。生きたい。あの時につくづく思う。
So these people would show up and they would appear like they're dead, but then there was another air raid siren, and all these people who appeared dead jumped out and they jumped into the shelter.
こんな子入るもんね。
寒い。
Yeah, some of them.
寒いね。
それがまあそのわしは山陽の学校の先生じゃってきたよ。杖を持ってのほうきで。それから人間もね、いざとなったら1分でも長生きたいんだろう。
So he believes that as people are approaching death, they still want to live that extra minute longer.
それでまあここへまあ2、300人おったと思う。